Hey y'all, what's up? JamiThatsMe here. Welcome back to the channel, honey. Listen, I want to talk real quick about Tamar Braxton and Miss Jessie Woo because Jessie Woo did a YouTube video not too long ago where she pretty much called out Tamar. Okay, she said that Tamar made some threats to one of her good friends, as it pertains to the boo that she's been dating, Mr. JR, or whatever the case was. Okay, so she made some threats to harm the friend, possibly unalive the friend. Jessie Woo said a lot in this video that I think could have ended up being more than 30 minutes long. Okay. She tried to give us the entire breakdown of what transpired between she and Tamar, and everything happened via text message, right? I do have some of the text messages. Jessie Woo was a bit confusing because it sounded like she said in the video that this person was not her friend. At least that's what she said. She told Tamar, right? But then turned around and said that this person is her friend, or whatever the case was. She said that Tamar kind of went off like, I'm upset. Tell your friend to watch her back, or whatever the case is. Jessie Woo was like, well, girl, my friend, she actually has a man or whatever like that. I think she initially said that she don't really fool with a girl like that or something, but then turned around and she was like, but she actually has a boyfriend. Like, don't nobody want your man or whatever. And Tamar continued to, spew threats or whatever the case was. And they work on Dish Nation together. At least I've seen them work together. I don't know if they've been working together lately, but I'm sure that the work environment has been a bit awkward, okay, with Jessie Woo coming out with what she put on YouTube, and even before that, if Tamar indeed really hit her up on some harassment type stuff. But I do want to get into what it is Miss Jessie Woo is alleging that Tamar had said via these text messages. I do feel like Jessie Woo kind of made it seem like it was worse than what it was when we actually read it. But we'll get into the text messages. And just the FYI for anybody looking for the video, Jessie Woo has already taken the video off of her YouTube page, or at least she's taken it down, made it private. Whatever the case is, the video is not up there. Okay, so I don't know if somebody could have screen grabbed it and then maybe y'all can, catch it somewhere else, but she has definitely taken it down. But let's get into some of these messages of what Jessie Woo said went down. So this is, messages between she and Tamar. Okay, Tamar messages her and says, your homegirl tried to talk to JR last night. I will personally kill that BIT. I don't play these Atlanta games. Everyone stay safe. So Jessie says, wait, what is going on? What is happening? Tamar says, ask your brown skinned friend. I'll have her head any day. Don't play with me. I'm so serious. Let me find her name. I don't do this fake as Atlanta SHI. Don't play in my effing face like that. This is when I get real serious. That's what your friend said to him last night. Tamar, call me back. I don't even F with her like that. Now, this is what Jessie Woo is saying about her friend. So then she says, I understand, but I want you to just calm down for a minute. I don't even talk to that girl like that. Tamar says, yeah, well. And then Jessie says, and what the fuck did she say to JR? Tamar says she tried to talk to him on some F me SHI. She don't know me. She your friend. So then Jessie says, wait, what? And then Tamar says, yeah, she your friend, not mine. And then Jessie says, that's effed up. So Tamar says, what's up? I'll hurt that BIT and her mama on my Jesus and send her what I'm saying. And send her what I'm saying is what Tamar says. I'm like, not you finna hurt her and her mama. Now, Miss Evelyn don't play that. Your mama don't play that, Miss Tamar. So then she goes on to say, I'm so serious. Let me find her name. I don't do this fake SHI. Don't play with me, or whatever the case is. Jessie says, Tamar, call me back. I don't even F with her like that. Call me when you can. Hold on. And then Tamar says, I will kill that BIT. Y'all will find her. And then Jessie is just like, girl, call me. And then Tamar says, I need a minute. I'm not these Atlanta BITs. I'm not. I stay to myself to keep from this SHI and stay out of jail. So those are some of the messages that Miss Jessie Woo put up on her page to kind of show proof that Tamar did, reach out to her on some harassing type stuff and alleging that she will pretty much, take her friend off this earth, okay, is what she was saying. All right. Now, Tamar has now gotten wind of everything that's been said. And this is actually what Tamar had to say. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out what it is Tamar had to say regarding this overall situation.
Do you want me to bring the receipts? Do I need to bring the receipts, baby girl? Because I got receipts.
I love Tamar. I work with Tamar. Tamar has been nothing but nice to me.
Hey y'all, it's me. I have been very hesitant to talk about, you know, the recent allegations that has been made about me once again. I have been hesitant because this time is not just about gossip. This time is like very personal and extremely hurtful. I'm not coming here to defend my relationship, you know. I'm not even coming here to defend JR as a person. People feel how they feel, you know. I know that a lot of people are angry with me about, you know, my own decisions, and that's okay. I'm really coming here because I just feel like my character has been questioned, and I just feel like this is like a gravy train to assassinate Tamar character, because it's, you know, very easy to do. You know what I mean? I guess from watching me from Braxton Family Values for all of these years, and, you know, me being who I was on reality television, you know, makes people believe that's who you are in real life, you know. And I've been talking about this for years. But what I also have been talking about for years is how much I stand against people being bullying people, treating people unkind and unfair. And I believe that has happened to me by my friend, or who I thought was my friend, Jessie Wu. And this is the only reason why I'm making this video, because now I feel like I have to, unfortunately, show personal text to defend my character. And I will not be assassinated under, you know, conditions that are just not the truth. I'm just not going to do that, because I worked too hard on my mental health. I've worked too hard on, you know, just making sure I become a better human being. And I'm just not going to stand for it because somebody wants likes and, I guess, notoriety. Because I've been trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together for these last couple of hurtful days, because nothing happened. I didn't have a falling out with Jessie. I didn't have a conversation with Jessie since December, when the last time we filmed together. We don't even film together at Dish Nation. And I don't even have a clue where this is blossoming from. We don't have a hostile work environment. Dish Nation is an amazing job. We work with amazing people. I get along with every single person there. I've never had an argument at Dish Nation. I come in, sometimes I bring food, sometimes, you know, and I speak to every person. I say good morning. I'm usually there first. I say good morning to everyone. We have chit chat, you know, in the hallway, laugh, kiki, talk about diets, talk about life. I invited every single person to my concert, the same concert that Jessie opened up for me 2 nights in a row. And
I remember that.
I don't know, guys. For once, I am at a loss of words, because, you know, I feel terrible. I feel terrible because now I have to do what somebody has done to me and show personal text. And I said I would never do that, but let's get into it. All right, y'all. So I am taking 100% accountability. What I am saying is crazy. And let me just tell you why what I'm saying is crazy. Number one, I am wasted. I am frustrated. I am broken. I am so upset because the person that we're talking about came to the Cinco de Mayo, actually my Cinco de Mayo event. Why was it my Cinco de Mayo event? Well, because Cinco de Mayo, fun fact, is Tamar Braxton Day in Houston. So every single year I celebrate Cinco de Mayo and I have an event. Every Tamartian in the world knows that. So I don't know why she said that this was supposed to be an all-girls event. No, ma'am. Not only did she bring her homegirls, but other people who worked at Dish Nation was there, and they were supposed to bring their spouse too. They just didn't come until we went to the second location. But let's just get into these texts. All of these texts, mind you, this happened in November. This text messages happened in November, the beginning of November. So I don't know why this is coming out now. So you can see through the text, I am not speaking about Jessie. I would never, ever threaten my friend. Okay, so let's get into the second one. So mind you, I'm going in. And the reason why I'm going in is because this person was at the Cinco de Mayo party of mine. Now, it was only like 8 of us, okay? So I'm feeling like upset. I feel, betrayed. Like, girl, your friend who you invited to my party is trying to talk, to my ex. Now, y'all got to understand, like, when you got an ex, and first of all, me and Jay shouldn't have been communicating anyway, but we were communicating. We was trying to be friends. We have a whole family, together. We was trying to be cool, for the kids or whatever. And it just wasn't a good idea to still try to be friends, right? But I am upset because he is outside. And the reason why I'm still going in is because Jessie said that the girl, it's not her friend. So I'm not thinking, I'm really saying something wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying something wrong because I'm saying something wrong, but I'm not saying nothing wrong because Jessie said that's not her homegirl. So I'm not disrespecting you, Jessie. Next slide. Y'all not even gonna hold your I was irate.
Number one, I just have to say, girl, so you really sitting up here talking about some family? Y'all got a family, girl? Have y'all kids even known each other that long for y'all to have a family? And then when you sit up there and you also say that you wasn't really disrespecting her because she said that's not her friend, well, you continue to tell her through the messages like that's your friend, that's your friend, that's your friend. Even when she said it wasn't really her friend, you was like that's your friend or whatever like that. Girl, y'all both is on something else, honey. But let's keep going, child.
And out of control. Number one, like I said, I was drinking. I was at home by myself. You know what I'm saying? I was just going off. And the girl name is Maggie, right? And when I talked to Jessie on the phone during this whole rant, she had told me she don't fuck with that girl. And the girl got a boyfriend and the girl be cheating on her boyfriend. So the last time she saw her, she paid her debts. That's not her girl. You know what I'm saying? So I promise y'all, I did not know back in November that this would ever come up again when I was in a broken place, thinking I'm in a safe place with my homegirl. And as you can see down below, I'm not tripping because somebody's trying to talk to Jay, right? I'm tripping because this the same person who was cackalaacking, throwing them back, having a blast, put us up in her story. As you can see below, you see how she posted us all in the story. And I was just like, well, damn, this is what we doing out here? Like, we all gonna hang out together, and the second we break up, you trying to holler at somebody? I just think that is crazy, and I just think that just breaks all types of...
All right, y'all. My bad. I did not mean
Okay,
to.
y'all.
I did not mean to take that off the screen. But listen, I just realized the Maggie that they're referencing is the one that I believe was dating Mano over there on Love and Hip Hop New York, I believe it was. So that's the Maggie that they're speaking on. Interesting.
So as you can see, me and Jess had a conversation the very next day about, my texts to her, when I was upset, right? November 8th at 1:50. Me, hey sis, love you, upside down. Love you too, you doing better. I said, yeah, Atlanta is toxic. I called her. We talked about this. We laughed, we kikied about it like girlfriends. I had no reason to believe. Now, I don't know. I had absolutely, if you can read, y'all, we are talking like homegirls. I had absolutely no reason to believe that she was offended and felt threatened, and I threatened her and her friend. Oh my God. And now the workspace is toxic. You are not you. And the same racist that, and the same Santa Claus that when you got drunk at my Cinco de Mayo event carried your big ass down them steps in the rain into Maggie's car. That one, right? Yeah. Like, nobody was ever mean to her. Listen, I had her back in her face and behind her back. You know what I'm saying? When everybody, my whole team was like, why is she opening up for you? She can't sing, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, that's my friend. You know, she's been trying a long time, and I like her, and I like her music. I fought for her. Yes, it's my company, but still, you know, like, you still got a team. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's given very much. I really did. I was her biggest cheerleader. I had no idea. So when I unfollowed her last week when her video that she made 3 weeks ago was circling through Dish Nation, and everybody was saying how disrespectful she was about speaking negatively about me. And when I got engaged, because that's why she got unfollowed, because my feelings was hurt. That was my friend. And so publicly, you're speaking negatively about the same racist guy who you call racist, same person who helped you when you was like, you threw up at the restaurant, Jessie. It was embarrassing. He helped you. And this is the same person that you are going in like, I'm lost. As you can see, I'm cheering for her. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's in Ghana. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, girl, you're so beautiful and smart and you funny. I'm trying to encourage my friend. Where do you feel threatened, Linda? She all the way feeling like she's not likable to men. She all the way feeling like she a lost cause. And I'm like, girl, stop saying that. The universe is listening. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, it's all a lie. You know what I mean? And then we going on a land of men like everybody else do. Like girlfriends do not. And none of these say nothing about JR. I was not obsessing over him. Why? I had cut off all communication with him after that text, after that night. I'm just going to keep it a buck with y'all. And with you, Jessie. I unfollowed you because you made a video that was circling around Dish Nation streets. And it made its way to me where you were laughing at your friend in front of the world. Somebody who helped you, somebody who supported you, somebody who gave you an opportunity that nobody has ever done. Out the goodness and the kindness of my heart, because I believed in you. You got on YouTube and laughed in my face. Friend. So that's why I unfollowed you. It wasn't about this story that you made up for the fans to make people think that, you know, I'm a horrible person, because you said yourself.
I love Tamar. I work with Tamar. Tamar has been nothing but nice to me.
Yeah, I've been nothing but nice to you. So which one is it? Is it that you feel threatened and I threaten you and your friend and I'm this horrible person? I make your work environment horrible and you will have peace and I don't bring peace to the table? Or is it that I'm a nice person?
I love Tamar. I work with Tamar. Tamar has been nothing but nice to me.
And I've been nothing but nice to you. You said that December. Those text messages happened in November. So why are you doing this? What are you doing? Because I don't know where any of this came from. I watched the video in horror along with y'all. Like, where is this coming from? Because first of all, she said, she will have peace in the workspace. When has there not been peace? We've never had a falling out at Dish Nation. She said, I got my friend hired at Dish. I guess she was trying to imply that I wanted, you know, to kind of beef up my team over there. No, I met Darius on the Queen's Court. I saw him at Dish Nation when he got hired at Dish Nation. And then he started working for me part-time to do my social media. So that is how that happened, you know? And then she said that she is in Lonnie Love. She's worse. That we do agree on. We definitely agree on. I do believe that you're worse than Lonnie Love. Because out of everything that ever happened with me and the girls from The Real, who I am really good friends with to this day, she's never shared a personal text message. And she also said on The Breakfast Club that I am a good person.
And then I know Tamar because she's a good person.
She never lied and said that I caused the work environment to be hostile like you did. You're absolutely right on that. And also, another thing that you lied about, Miss Thing, was that the girl would never be interested in Jay, whatever, because we met, all of y'all was at all black girl, whatever you said. No, he never told me that. He said that they ran into each other at a restaurant, MCK, I believe. And so if that's what she told you, I guess she was trying to lie to you. Well, y'all not friends, so I don't know. Y'all friends, might be friends, could be friends. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm just appalled, Jessie, because you were the main person who came to me and told me that I was right about Candy. And you get up here and tell these people that I accused Candy of something that you know happened to me. And I just can't believe, I don't know where this is coming from. I don't know what the angle is, but I will not allow you to let people think that I caused your work environment to be hostile when the last time we shot was that day of JR's Christmas party that I didn't invite you to. JR and I had just gotten back together. You wasn't invited, sweetie. I invited Cherry. I invited Darius. And I also invited Travis. And I also invited my hairstylist, Ebony, who could not come. We were in the hall. First of all, you didn't catch me saying nothing foul about nobody in no elevator. Why? Because I don't do that. I like everybody I work with. Now, what foul stuff do I have to say about anybody? We're going to a Christmas party. We're excited to go. We're about to have a ball. And in general talking, I did ask you what you was doing. Isn't that a general thing to say to somebody that you're friendly with, Jessie? Yes, it is. And if I invited you, Sweet Pea, Pumpkin Pie, why didn't I send you the invite or the address? I gotta be messy about a Christmas party? Like, come on. Like, that sounds, was I messy when I invited you to open up for me on my Love and War tour, sold out show for 2 days? Was I messy then? Huh? No. So how can my intentions for you change? Because your intentions for me changed. And I think that that's the problem. I think the problem is that, you don't know how to be a friend. You don't know how to be loyal. You don't know how to be kind. You don't know how to show love because you didn't show me grace. You didn't show me love because you sat up here and you made up this fiasco story because you knew that people were upset about me getting engaged and going back with JR, and you knew they would click on your little YouTube page. So y'all go follow her. I still think she's talented. I still like her music. Download her music and make her the superstar she's trying to be. But this time, make her the superstar on her own right and on her own talents, because you are talented. And you know what else? I wish you well. God bless you. I'm still coming to Dish Nation. This is my week. Last week was your week. I didn't interrupt your week. I didn't cause a havoc over there because you haven't been to work since the beginning of December. So I don't even know where this is happening. Anyway, I'm going to have a blast at Dish Nation. I'm going to enjoy my time with my other co-hosts, Gary with the T and the Brad and Head Crack and Tanner Banner. I'm going to have a blast behind the scenes with the staff, and I'm going to live my life. And I'm never, ever going to think about this moment again, because what you're not going to do is use my past to make people think that what you're doing is true. You're dead ass wrong for what you're doing. I want to reiterate, this video is not about me defending my relationship with JR. This has nothing to do with this. This has everything to do with the fact that, Jessie, you were my friend. Nothing happened to where you would have to go on Beyonce's internet and share personal texts between you and I from a text that happened in the beginning of November. I can understand if you felt threatened now. I can understand if you felt like I was spiraling out of control now. But you know, and I know that that is not the case. I was truly brokenhearted, going through a very public, humiliating breakup. And I was venting to my homegirl. Why shouldn't that be a safe place for me? You have vented to me, and I kept it safe for you. What's the cost? What's the point? I don't understand that. God bless you. Have a good night. I love you all.
Y'all done heard what Tamar had to say, honey. It's still giving a little sketch batch for me. Usually when Tamar is like kind of like getting somebody together, I'm used to seeing her in a different, I don't know, she just seemed like more loud, if that makes sense. Like she just don't seem like she has as much control when she going off. And this time, I don't know, the way she went off, maybe she's trying to learn some things and grow, but it just seemed like it was a little bit different. So I feel like it could possibly be a scheme that they set up. But I want to get into this thing real quick because the video y'all just saw, some of what y'all saw, Tamar took that down. Somebody said you should have kept the video up. She says, listen, I'm really, really tired. I did nothing to cause this random outburst. Obviously, drama, foolishness, and attention is what she wants. I only wanted to clear my name and move on. So let's all move it along. We are done here. Okay. So maybe Miss Tamar trying to turn over a new leaf and answer that as properly as she possibly could. Now, listen. We just heard everything that Tamar had to say. And I told y'all earlier I was going to let y'all go and find Miss Jessie Woo's comments and stuff because she also took hers down. Well, guess what? Nope. We're going to go ahead and hop right on into that. We're going to go ahead and hop right on into that. And we're going to hear exactly what it is Miss Jessie Woo had to say. So let's check this out. Let me give me 1 second, y'all. Let me refresh because I want to make sure that we're watching the right one.
I get a call from Tamar. You better get your motherfucking friend. Get your motherfucking friend. Your motherfucking friend is about to get her fucking ass whooped. Yeah, he not my nigga right now, but he's still my nigga. Even though we're not together, he's still my nigga. Okay, she knows he's my nigga, and I will fuck her up. I'm from Baltimore. And I'm just like, I'm just sitting there like, what is happening? Like, what's going on? I'm like, Tamar, calm down. She hangs up. So I call her back. I'm like, what is going on? No. Get your fucking friend. I'm like, what is going on? So she says my friend's name, and we're just going to say Rosa. Because between y'all and me, my friend is going to know the story through this video. I never brought this to my friend's attention. So she keeps hanging up, but calling me and yelling, threatening me, telling me I better get my friend, and threatening my friend that, she's going to fuck her up. And I'm like, girl, what is happening? And in between the calls, like, I'm texting her, and I'll put the screenshots of the text messages too, because people love to say that people be lying. One thing about me, I don't gotta lie.
And I just wanted to make sure I would show you guys the screenshots of these text messages. Tamar was like calling me, screaming, then would hang up. And she would do that several times. So I even had to be like, yo, like, I don't really fuck with her like that, because I just wanted to see like what the story was. It was like she would give me bits and pieces as she was telling me over the phone. And I felt when I like distanced myself from my friend, then I was able to get the full story. And I just want you guys to keep in mind, this is a very grown woman threatening me and my friend, threatening to delete my friend over a wigger.
So make a long story short, she finally calms down her inner Baltimore and tells me what happened. Oh, y'all was at some dinner the other night and your friend tried to get with my nigga. I'm like, nigga? Yeah, Rosa tried to get with my nigga. We not together, but that's still my nigga. Everybody in Atlanta know that's my nigga and I will fuck her up about him. And I'm like, I'm confused because number one, Colonel Sanders had just went online and told the entire world that he wasn't fucking with you. Literally, Tamar had posted a video of her car getting vandalized while she was at her mother's house. And this man followed that up with, yeah, so I was not with her when her car got vandalized. I have not been with her. You know, I left so I can focus on positive energy. You know, so I'm paraphrasing. I don't remember exactly, you know, what the loser said. But, you know, he was online saying that about you. So for me, I'm just like, okay, I thought they weren't together. And number two, it's like, I mean, I have several friends that are married to white men. I have never heard them say that's my nigga about a white man. So that was confusing to me as well, but I caught on. And two, I was confused because she was saying we're all at an event and my friend Rosa tried to holler at him. And I'm like, girl, Rosa has actually been in a serious relationship with a very high profile actor for over 3 years. She would never, ever look at your man. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. She went up to him and tried to holler at him and said to him, oh, by the way, like, just so you know, I'm Jesse's friend. I'm not Tamar's friend. And I'm like, that doesn't even sound like her. But Tamar is convinced because her wigga done told her that my friend stepped to him and specifically said, yeah, I'm not Tamar's friend. I'm Jesse's friend. So, you know, what's up? I'm trying to convince her, girl, that's just not true. But she's stuck on it. And she's like, I need her information. Let me have her number. I'm like, no, I'm not going to give you her number. She's like, well, let me have her IG. And mind you, like, she knows Rosa. We all hung out together last year during my birthday party. Well, I didn't have a birthday party, but I had like it was supposed to be a girls' night, but Tamar brought her wigga and he came along. Cool. It was nice because he ended up paying for all of our drinks and food reparations. Amen. During Black Women's Independence Month. Wasn't mad at that. I actually got totally shit-faced. And he actually ended up carrying me to my car, which is why I've said, like, he's been nice. Like, when I have hung out with him before, I feel like he has been a nice person. But being nice doesn't make it okay for you to do fucked up shit, you know? And so Rosa was at this outing. Again, my friend Rosa would never look at Tamar's man, like, ever. This man is not on any of our radars. Like, nobody is checking for this man but Tamar. I can assure you of that. So she's like, yeah, y'all was at this dinner, and she stepped to him. Mind you guys, the dinner that we were at was Black Girl Digital. It was an event specifically put together to honor Black women in Atlanta or in the greater Atlanta area who are all doing great things in the digital space, whether it be like, you know, on socials like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. It was hosted by Tierra Monet, who's a good friend of mine, and her best friend Crystal. They did a great job. Jackie Aina was an honoree. There were hardly any men there. I do not remember seeing this white man at the event. Jackie Aina and her husband, I mean, Dennis was there. Well, that's not, Dennis, you know what? Dennis is her husband. That's her husband. Tierra's husband was there. I don't remember seeing this white guy. The only white guy I remember seeing was Tierra's husband, and Tim, and shout out to Tim. Tim is my favorite Nigerian. That's an inside joke. But Tim would never. Just briefly, my friends who are married in relationships with white men those men would never conduct themselves the way this man that Tamar is dating has. But anyway, I don't remember seeing him there. But I was like, girl, we were at Black Girl Digital. What was your man doing at a Black women's event during Black Women's Month? It was a Black women's event. We're honoring Black women. It was supposed to be a girls' night, but Tamar brought her wigga and he came along. Cool. It was nice because he ended up paying for all of our drinks and Black Women's Black Women's Month. It was a Black Women's event. We're honoring Black women. Why is he at a Black Women's event, frolicking Black women, looking for Black women? And then he leaves a space that was dedicated to honoring Black women. Then he goes to you and he starts some shit between you and I and my friend. So basically he tells you that my friend was pressing him, and you believe it, and you bring it to me, and you're threatening me, telling me I need to check my friend because you're gonna fuck my friend up. Then you're asking me for my friend's information. And so like I kept trying to convince her it didn't happen, but she wouldn't take it. Like she just wouldn't accept it. So I was like, you know what? I don't even fuck with that friend like that. Me and Rose ain't even tight like that. Here's her IG. You can go ahead and DM her. This was back in November. It is January, what, 8th today? Me and Rosa have never had a conversation about this, which tells you what? Which tells you what? You never checked her the way you said you were gonna check her. You not that. You not that. And thank God I don't have an immature mentality, or thank God I'm not the same Jessie from like 5 years ago, because that could have really went left. For you to call me and be threatening me and threatening my friend over your white man who's, it's not even giving Cartwright. It's not giving he's a Cartwright. It's not even giving that. It's giving this white guy is thirsty, and the only time he gets any promotion and any leverage in the public eye is when he frolics Black women, which is why when I was covering the Tommy stuff was happening around that same time. And I was like, oh, so this is what this guy does. It does give racism to me. It has a racist connotation to me. And it's beyond childish, but also the fact that this man would go out of his way to sow issues between Tamar and me, despicable. It's just like, again, you're looking for 2 Black girls and potentially 3 Black girls to fight, and you be at the root. It's giving racism to me. Point blank, period. That's why I said what I said. Because I'm going through that behind closed doors, and then I'm seeing what he's doing publicly, and I'm like, yeah, this motherfucker is thirsty for Black attention. Nobody in his community is covering him. He doesn't get this coverage from anybody else. He only gets talked about when he's in our midst. And I have an issue with that. Yes, I do. And so, yeah, since I made that video, I've seen her at work. She hasn't said anything to me. A lot of you guys have come in my comments telling me that she unfollowed me. You know, like y'all been saying that to me for like a couple weeks. And then yesterday I did check and I was like, oh, okay, she did unfollow me. So let me just unfollow her. It's not that big of a deal. We don't have to follow each other. We're not, listen, I've said publicly, I thank her for letting me, you know, open for her at her award show. She didn't have to do, not award show, at her tour. She didn't have to do that. That was really a nice experience. But someone doing nice things for you doesn't give them the right to do fucked up shit. And I'm going to tell you something else fucked up that she did too, because after that whole moment where she threatened me and threatened my friend, around the holidays, there was one day I go to work and she's dressed up in a red dress, and the makeup artist Cherry was dressed up. And after we shot our shows, you know, they were all leaving, and we get into the elevator, and I caught her saying, I'm not gonna say what I caught her saying, because that's gonna cause a whole other, but I caught her saying some weird shit. And she followed it up with, hey, so what are you doing? And I'm like, oh, you know, I'm about to go meet with some folks that I work at, you know, from BT and I1 Digital. We're about to go have happy hour. She's like, oh, well, come with me to this holiday party. I'm like, oh, whose holiday party is it? She's like, oh, no, it's somebody that we know. Just come with us to this holiday party. I was like, well, I'm going to go to this dinner. He's like, no, but you can come after the dinner. How long is the dinner going to be? I was like, okay, just send me the information. She doesn't send me the information. Looked up, and it was Jiminy Cricket's holiday party. It's like you're fishing. You're fishing for an issue. Like you're fishing for an issue. I've made it pretty clear to you and publicly that I don't like your man. I think your man is very messy. And what he did between Tamar, Rosa, and I, and that could have potentially spilled into our workplace. I don't care to go hang out with Santa Claus at his holiday party. Okay? I thought that was kind of messy as well. So I just wanted to address that, just let you guys know what I experienced and why I said those things. She's never confronted me about that. She's never had any comments to me about that. Like I said, anytime I've seen her at work, it was always given, yeah, get him for me. It never gave, oh, you know, I don't like that you said whatever. And if she would have said that to me, I would have respected it. And I would have, you know, adjusted the videos. I have no problem doing that. I've done that plenty of times. However, like, I just want to make it clear, like, this lady has a embarrassment kink. And I think that she also is obsessed with mess. And that this man is also in the same boat. But I also want to make something very clear, something else very, very clear as well. Baby, I'm not Lonnie Love. I'm worse. I'm worse. Yeah. I will have peace in my workplace. I will go to Dish Nation and do my job and leave peacefully as I have done from the beginning. I adore my job at Dish Nation. I adore the staff there. I have literally no issues in any workspace that I've been a part of. You talk to anybody from BT to I1 Digital to Essence to Madame Noir to whatever partnerships you guys see me doing. I have consistently worked the last 7 years and done it well because I consistently go to my.
All right, so y'all just heard everything Miss Jessie Woo had to say, honey. And listen, I must say, when I was listening to Tamar talk, it made me think like, yo, is this a scheme that y'all set up to really come to us with the BS? Like, are y'all gunning to get on like a reality show or something? Like, what's going on with y'all? Like, what y'all got going on? But then the more I listen to Jessie Woo talk, I feel like her story of what she gave us definitely aligned more with the text messages versus what Tamar was giving us. So I feel like Jessie Woo ain't necessarily lying about nothing that she's telling us. My question is, what made her tell it now? What has transpired between she and Tamar that you wanted to come to us on Beyonce's internet in 2024 and let us know what has happened? You know, I mean, did she say something? Has she done something? Have you been seeing her like certain things, or she been shady? And you had to come to the front about it. I'm just wondering about that. But what I will say, girl, I definitely agree. Like, as I have been reflecting as you were talking on Tamar and this JR situation, I'm like, girl, that man is straight drama. Ever since you got with him, it has been straight drama. And the sad part is that this Caucasian man has been bringing you more drama than the last dude that you sat up there and dated. So I definitely agree with Jessie Woo on that. When she talked about this man being talked about when it comes to us black folks, and I'm like, that is so true. He is only discussed in black spaces. And it seems like when you really look at it and reflect at it, it's like every other week, this man is in the news about something. And it's giving to me, Tamar, I know you want to believe that Jessie Woo is clout chasing because this story may have come so left field and you may have not been expecting it. But I'm starting to think that it's the person that you're with that is more of a clout chaser than anybody. In my personal, okay? So that's just what it is that I'm thinking. But at the same time, because it is so left field, Jessie Woo and Tamar getting into it, I mean, I do have questions like, is this really a real beef? Both of y'all posted videos and then y'all both took them down. Was this a scheme that y'all set up for y'all to go viral for a moment, to be talked about for a moment, being that y'all both work at Dish Nation? You know, were you trying to kick up some Dish Nation type drama the same way Fox Soul just had some drama not too long ago? Like, I still have questions that need answers, although Jessie Woo's story to me makes a lot of sense. And she just really don't F with JR like that because she sees him for his works. And she hates that you be out here spiraling over this Santa Claus, according to her, because baby, she was wearing Christopher Columbus out. Do you hear what I say? Girl, she was wearing this man out with the different names that she was giving him, and it definitely was a key to me. All right, but y'all let me know what y'all think of this overall situation. We have played everything that Tamar had to say to Jessie Woo in response to what Jessie Woo just said. This was merely snippets of what Jessie said, but she went more in detail on her video. But of course, it has been taken down, okay? But I want you guys to go ahead and chime in and just let me know your thoughts from what you guys are familiar with regarding this situation, okay? Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at JamiThatsMe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one, honey. Bye-bye.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like Soldier Rag. Leading my people like quarterback. But I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. But drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they died of me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but you run no corner. Packing the stick with a drum.